it was so disjointed, and there cliches left and right. They kept throwing in these little things that lasted for a second that were supposed to make you think about something, I guess. I don't know. There was one part where they tried to get into this little story of this pervert that drives around and gives Rosie O'Donnell's retard character a stuffed animal in the car and goes, "Here you go," and he looks all ratty, and he pulls up slowly as she's walking on the sidewalk, and she grabs the stuffed animal and then walks a little like, "Oh no," and puts it in the garbage and goes, "That guy always tries to give me things," and then that was it. Dude, it lasted for like 5 seconds. Like, oh, the retards have to watch for the perverts. Yes, okay, I understand where they were going.
Because that's what's happening out there.
Yeah,
what is the pervert retarded too?
Well, you looked at.
I think that you're missing the message, Anthony.
Yeah,
the
what was
message
it?
there, that's the message to the parents, where if you have one of these, this is what you should do with it. Walk right outside, lift the lid,
and toss it in the garbage. But they tried little things like that, like they were trying to make these points, but they were covered so quickly, like, okay, let's cover the pervert trying to pick her up. All right, let's get the mean, intolerant people on the bus. Like, she gets on the bus, and there's the bus drivers, which are all, every one of them, very tolerant, very nice to her, very understanding, and then a couple of passengers that, as viewers, you're supposed to hate, because they're like, what is she doing on this bus? She doesn't have the proper pass. She's annoying. And they're saying all this out loud, like no one would ever speak this shit. You say it under your breath, and you kick them while they're not looking. Fun things like that.
pinch their side fat.
Yeah, oh, get away from me. And then one of the most unrealistic parts of the movie, when somebody getting on the bus needed a nickel, and didn't have a nickel, and a black gentleman actually gave a nickel.
I saw that scene.
I'm like, stop it.
That was Rosie's sister there.
He looked like a thug. He looked like a thug, but he's very charitable.
Well, then she tries to give him $1, and he's like, yo, lady, you can't buy anything for 5 cents nowadays. Something like that.
And then there was one intolerant black woman. Rosie gets on the bus, and she starts making retard faces at these two black children that are sitting there. And the black woman saw that the children were making faces back, and she kind of takes them by the hands and moved her seat. She went to the back of the bus, which somebody on Whackbag right when it happened wrote, "Well, I guess old habits die young," or something like that.
Old habits die hard.
Oh, I suck.
But apparently, what's your favorite song? Only the good die hard.
Only the good die hard. Oh, what a tool! I stink.
Now we know what you meant.
Yeah. So did I. Fortunately, it came out of my mouth like diarrhea.
That's all right.
Jim in Philly thought the movie wasn't that bad. Jim?
What?
Yes.
Hey, Jim.
All right.
Yeah, I like it very much. Yeah, I'm a faggot. Hi, Jimmy. I bought your new CD. It's pretty good.
Thank you very much. Why are you breathing like you just ate it?
Oh.
Because I'm a fat fuck.
That's honest.
Well, there goes that question.
You like the movie there, Jim?
Yes, I do. I had a retarded sister, and it brought back a lot of things.
Did she ride the bus?
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Bus.
No.
So it brought back a lot of what? Like a lot of memories?
A lot of bad. Oh, yeah, a lot of bad. My brother and I were constantly in fights, protecting her, and, because people would make fun of her. And
That
shit.
seemed very unrealistic.
Yeah, what would they say to your sister?
What would they say to her?
A lot, hey, you fucking retard.
Okay!
Yeah.
But she didn't talk like fucking Pee Wee Herman.
No.
Nah.
Is she still around?
Pee Wee Herman, but she died when she was 26.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh,
What that you guys can't. That's not cool, man. What did she pass away from?
Well, they said natural causes, but I suspect it was sleep apnea.
Why a lot of retarded people have the sleep apnea?
Well, she was heavy, too. And I have sleep apnea because I'm a very heavy person.
I thought it might have been that big, thick tongue getting in the way while she was sleeping.
Oh, God.
Could have been.
She ain't heavy. She's my retarded sister.
That's true. Very, very. And I do drive a bus in Philadelphia, and we do get a lot of retarded.
You do. Are you the tolerant bus driver?
Sometimes not.
Yeah. Wow.
when they stand up in the bus and they start fucking hollering and screaming, you got to kind of put it in.
See?
Yeah, that's great.
This guy had a sister who was, he had a sister that was retarded. He's not tolerant.
You just want to get through your day driving the bus, and you get this in the back.
Make somebody stop at that other bus stop.
But the one truth in the story is a lot of them that get on do know everything there is to know about buses, bus lines, and everything.
Yeah, that's quite a resume stuffer. Great.
well, most of them don't work, or they do menial jobs for the IRS.
Why do they choose?
Wait. Who do they work for?
I get a lot of them that work for the IRS, International Revenue Service.
International Revenue. Did you say the International Revenue Service?
I deserved the car crash on that.
Of course you did. That was a bus crash. Because retards working for the IRS was the joke, and international, they don't tax us in Greece and Europe and here. It's internal, sir.
The International Revenue Service.
All right, well, Jim liked the movie.
Yeah, and I appreciate you tooling on me.
All right, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Jim has
Have a good one, guys.
You know what I liked? I liked those Die Young movies. The 3 that came out. Bruce Willis.
Old habits die young.
An ass.
All right, here we go.
God.
Riding the bus with my sister. What else were you going to say about this movie?
Another thing that was going on during the whole thing, and I don't know if this was just part of Rosie's contract or the character was supposed to be like this. She was eating in every scene. Eating in every single scene. And she was unhealthy. She went to the doctor, and the doctor told her she's overweight and stuff. And somebody pointed out on the message board that this doctor is bashing Rosie's character, yet it's still Rosie that she's telling is unhealthy. The only difference is this retarded character didn't wash her hair. That was like the only difference between the retard and Rosie. So this woman's saying that how unhealthy and fat Rosie is as the retard. Meanwhile, she didn't have padding on or anything. She's just fat.
Oh, that's great.
So they're pounding her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fat clay legs with no bend marks in them.
And, I know it's very, hack as a comics to talk of the big head gag. Yeah, big head. That's a big head. But her head is giant. She has that big, fat head. And at one point she was getting a hairstyle. Her sister took her, and they formed her curly locks into a perfect mullet. Could not possibly have made her look more retarded.
You know who should cut her hair? David Ferry and Clay Shaw.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I got JFK. Yeah, I got you. Didn't really go over well on it.
All right.
You want to play some clips,
You
then?
didn't say Die Young.
Well, he did.
Here's Rosie's character on the phone, I guess.
I'm trying to use the phone!
No, that's Pee-wee.
Yes, Daddy?
Hi, honey, you okay?
Yes, I'm okay because I'm the sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to take me to Super Save tomorrow because they have a sale.
Okay, I'm going to pick you up at 6.
Yeah, 6:30. I love you. I have to go catch a bus.
I have to go catch a bus. Oh, you are a bus, you pig.
Okay. Why are you so tolerant of the retard? I'm the sheriff. No, you're not, stupid.
I'm the sheriff. Somebody had the storyline all wrong also. They told us that at the end she gets a bum leg.
Yeah.
And has to live with them. And then I realized that was the storyline of Bill. Somebody was trying to fool us.
Oh, okay.
That was the storyline of old Bill.
We don't have our
Mickey
Bill
Rooney
clips.
Played a retard.
We have to get the Bill clips.
I had a bad leg, and I have to live with Barry. And that's what happened. He had a bum leg. He would have had to go back to the home.
Oh, okay.
So he lived with...
someone got one past us,
Quaid.
huh?
I know. I didn't realize it until last night when I'm like, hey, wait, it didn't end like that.
That's one of our favorite comedies.
Of course it is.
How did it end? I didn't see it.
Well, it ended, the sister... Well, the father that she's talking to on the phone, he dies. He winds up dying. And now he took care of Rosie's character. For the most part. Rosie lived alone, but I guess he helped her out, whatever. So now the sister, who is a very successful career woman, has to now come and kind of take care of her a little bit and leave her job for a while. And she winds up breaking up with her fiancé because of the problem with the sister. And
yeah, that would happen in real life.
Yeah.
Of course.
because
She's so much.
Sorry.
And it's now the movie is pretty much the sister trying to get a better understanding of her retarded sister because they haven't been together in years. She's been busy career girl, doesn't even acknowledge she's got this retard for a sister.
What's there to understand?
Nothing. This movie was so shallow and had nothing to it.
They can't even watch the same TV programs.
So they drive on the bus together, and then Rosie tries hooking her up with the bus drivers. This is my sister, and she broke up with her boyfriend, and she reads books, and she...